what do I do when I'm drifting away from my friends?
Yeah, I can tackle this one. I have bounced around states since elementary school just for parents' jobs and stuff. But one of my closest friends still lives in Portland, Oregon, which obviously is not anywhere near here. Um, but we have been friends since the 6th grade, and now we're both seniors in high school, and we still talk on a, actually, I'm going to say every day. We talk pretty much every day. And the key to that, and really the key to maintaining any relationship, is communication. You know, sometimes you have off days where one of you is busy and then the other one of you is busy and you don't really get to talk. But the important thing is that if a problem arises or if something feels off, you ask them about it. And if they're truly your friend and if they really want to maintain that relationship, then they won't have a problem with that, or they won't think it's weird or that you're being clingy or whatever. So you just have to make sure that you're checking in on your people and that things are at a place where you want them to be. And if they're not, then do something about it.
Yeah, to add on to that, I kind of want to bring up this quote from one of the responses from our survey we got, which was, they could reach out to me. It's hard for me to reach out to people, so if they could do it once in a while, that might help. And to that, I kind of just want to say, while yes, it's like Gio said, it's the duty of both sides of the friendship to make sure we're reaching out. We can't expect them to reach out, be the only one reaching out to us. You know, it's part of our job as a friend, as the other side of that relationship, to reach out as well, or at least extend that olive branch or that hand. Because if you're going to spend your friendships kind of just expecting people to text you or expecting people to call you, well, to them, it might seem, well, you're not even interested in the first place to talk because you're not reaching out, right? Why should I reach out to someone who doesn't feel the same way? And maybe you do, you just aren't because it's nervous. And yeah, people have different levels of challenge when it comes to contacting people and interacting with people. And to that, it's just something that we can just become better at. Don't accept that you're bad at it, accept that you can be better at it.
I think too that like it really helps to kind of talk about what is the best way for you to reach out, like, because I think, speaking on personal experience, I am an awful texter. I am one of those people that kind of just forgets to text back. Sometimes I think I do, but then I end up not. But something that's really helped me is reaching out to friends and asking if they'd rather FaceTime or Zoom or Skype or something. Kind of, that's just a lot more engaging for me, and it makes it so that I'm not like giving my friend half the attention when I want to be able to give them full attention. So I just want to speak to those who might also be awful texters and might have similar experiences to that, because I think there are other ways to reach out and there are other ways to interact with your friends that don't involve maybe texting or kind of other common ways of communicating with people.
Yeah, I'm definitely a bad texter. My friends will testify in court that I will take sometimes days to respond to a text for some random reason. And yeah, it's annoying, but it's just kind of like, there are more ways to communicate than just texting.
So the question is, can you suggest ways to approach potential new friends, especially now? Yeah, so I have moved to multiple places in the middle of the school year. And it was really rough for a little bit because I was worried that if I just went up to people and started talking to them, that they would think I was super weird. But talking to people that you sit close with in class is always a good idea. Now, obviously, that is difficult because you're not sitting next to anyone except maybe your dog, and hopefully you're already friends with your dog. I don't know what your situation there is, though. Especially for freshmen, I know it must be so difficult if your middle school group split up or you're not in any of the same classes. So now I think social media is a good way to go about doing that. You know, if you see that someone follows the same meme account as you, then you can DM them and be like, haha, look, I thought this was funny too. If social media is not really your thing, then I mean, there's private Zoom chat on some classes, so you could be like, hey, I didn't really understand this assignment, or do you want to talk about this homework or whatever? So school is a really good bridge for making friends. So I would suggest that.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a little story. So what was it? Just, I think in December, I was attending a webinar for one of the colleges that I was applying to, right? And it was a regular Zoom meeting, so all the faces were up there and you can privately chat with anyone. And one of the other seniors that was applying, that was just kind of at the webinar, noticed my Gryffindor banner in the background of my Zoom call and then started private chatting me. And we were like, and then we just started, and then eventually shared Instagram accounts. And then we made sure to let each other know whether or not we got into the school. And that was like, kind of came out of nowhere, but it was something that you can do as well, right? Just like with Zoom and with quarantine, we have like these little windows into people's lives that we previously never really saw, right? And the way I guess not really with everyone, but like if I look into Giovanni's window, you can tell that he's really interested in planets and the stars, and that's already something that maybe if you're interested in that too, you can mention or bring that up. And that's something that I just find kind of, it's like an extension of, how you portray yourself on campus with your wardrobe. You kind of portray yourself on Zoom with your bedroom or with your background.